Hey guys, just want to start this video with coming back on the clutch. As you know, when you do the update, like I told you, you should always pick the 2014 model, because Triumph did actually a few updates on the push rod and on the friction plates. You can see here in the picture, the push rod has been foreseen of oil channel. That means that the oil can go deeper into the clutch pack. And also on the friction plate, the steel ones, you can see they've raised some extra gaps into that plate to add additional oil, to keep more oil in there. So when you do the update, just buy it on the Triumph website and ask for the 2014-2016 clutch pack, and you will be good to go. Do not try to grind these oil channels in the push rod yourself. This is stupid, and you should just pay the 30 euros for that push rod. As you can see here, I just installed the gasket. The surfaces on the cover and on the bike are clean, and then you just install the bolts, bring them home and torque them at 9 Newton meters. Always in a cross-set pattern, so you don't ruin your gasket. You can also see there are 2 bolts on the inside near the starter. Don't forget these, because it's easily forgotten. All right, so we can now continue with the rest of the bike. Please enjoy this video. Thank you for watching, and cheers guys. The cab, nice new seal or gasket. Sorry about my English, at times it's not too well. Clutch has been lubricated. So now I'm gonna remove this cover, where you will find the camshafts, and all your valves. I already started yesterday evening. I couldn't resist, so I already broke the bead of these bolts, and so what you should do is you remove this one. As you can see, this is for the secondary air injection, which is a solenoid operated reel valve, which you normally have here, and that's also good for induction and emissions. I just removed it. There's a bolt in here. I made it myself, or actually a colleague helped me with this. Thank you for that. So just put also a little bit of paint on it. And this one was a bit rusty, so I cleaned it up, and it's been painted with, it's an epoxy. It stopped the rusts. It's just a basic ground layer primer, and then you should also remove, of course, all the connectors, and these, they connect with your bougies, as we call them, and then it's basically with an Allen key. You just get them out there. They're only 6 bolts. You should just release them like that. And then you should be able to lift the cover. Some bolts are a bit annoying, but it should not form any problems normally to get it out. There is a trick that I will show you that will make it more easy. Right, so you can see that bolt has been wearing out fast, so I don't trust it. As you can see, it's not an easy job to change. I'll ask the shop tomorrow for another one. Well, to get actually easy access to the top cover, it's better you remove the throttle bodies. Not only the coil plugs and the reed valve covers, but also try just give yourself as much room as possible to guide the cabling. As you could see with me, there are extra sensors and extra ICs there, but just try to remove as much as possible. And then of course, yeah, the throttle body and also the cooling hoses near the reservoir, I released those as well, and that gave me like that extra room that really made that job a whole lot easier. So just keep trying, and yeah, and you'll work it out. So choice, you'll have to see along the way. Yeah, everything that's in the way, remove it. I don't tear it. Come on. Here we go. This one is amazing. Voila. Here you go. I think I can reuse the seal if I clean it up, which is good. This is it. So the only thing I have to do now is make some oil on the cam loops, because they are pretty dry here, and the other side. So just have to verify a little bit how I'm just really gonna, what's the right procedure here. But basically you just want everything to be a little bit wet. All right. Let me show you. So you can see in the back it all seems okay. And here as well, just checking if I don't see any package of that seal or something that can jeopardize the system, like big pieces of dirt. Here as well, it all seems okay. You can see the spark plugs. I'll get them out there and check them. So now first things first. So you have to verify. Here there are two arrows. You can see them. Yeah, they have to point. And then on this one, you can see, I showed you previously, it's on T1. That means your cylinder, that one, is top that, it's on the top. Yeah. So now you have to remove here, this one. This is your chain tensioner. So I'm gonna remove the spring alone. I think 17. the way I see it, this one is under tension, so that should be, if you remove it and the chain is loose, you're in trouble. You're gonna miss teeth, but this one will stay under tension. I'm not gonna move it, just gonna get it out, put in a new spring and attach it. Okay, so I got a new seal. Yeah, I got a new spring. Yeah, here it goes. I like it, there's still some oil in there. Yeah. Normally, okay, I don't need it. I should actually. I'm gonna show you. It is actually fairly okay. See, this one is a new one. It's a little bit longer. It's not a lot, but I'm not gonna take any risk after all this time. Yeah, maybe the tension is, yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. So now I should actually open this one and then the tension is gonna come off. And I have to reset it. And first and foremost, I'm just gonna put a tie wrap extra on the chain. Really doesn't jump off. Okay. Take an 8mm. Okay. Voila. It's okay. Just verifying that the seal is still okay. It seems fairly okay. So I'm gonna reuse it. Okay, so now I believe it is reset. So we're gonna pull it, we're gonna push it back now, back in there, like that. Verify if it's surely, okay, it only fits one way, so you can't miss. You put in the two new bolts. I mean, yeah, you put in the same bolts, but you never mind. The reason you get it out there is because of it is set on the old spring, which is a little bit shorter. That means it's been forced. By the force it's became shorter, so it has less power to put out. But you need to reset this one from the beginning with the new spring. Yeah. It's essential, because otherwise it has no you put in the new spring but it's set on the old spring. Yeah. So you need to really release it. Don't over tight this. It's only 9 Newton meters. Here we go. It has one side that's a little bit rounded off, that is towards the bolt. New spring in there. Now you'll see it's gonna set itself. Maybe I'm gonna come from the inside. Give it time. There we go. Okay. Here we go. It's been set. Just gonna cut it like this. There we go. Now we're gonna turn the engine. Put it back on T1 and check if the marks align. You should turn it a few times. But before I do that, I'm going to lubricate the camshafts. But this one is assembly lube. It's basically used, it's a little bit thicker than normal engine oil, and it's used to assembly. It says specifically, perfect fit for engine building, contains zinc, moly and other high pressure additives to maximum protection during engine braking. So the first time you start your engine, it's dry. That's why they use this. The next step is lubricate the cam follower. There are these buckets that keeps your that holds your shim, and the bearing surfaces. Very easy if you remove this one, of course, but I really think it's just a little bit too much. Here we go. Yeah, sorry about the vision, but it seems like it all worked fine. So I'm gonna turn the engine block now. So a few rotations. If you remove the spark plugs, it's gonna be better, but so maybe I'll just do that. the way you can grab your spark plug. Well, they look fairly okay, as you can see. Turn it now. Always clockwise. We're just gonna try get the arrows in there, the right spot. It's perfect. Okay, so they should have also torque, but it's not a lot, and the problem is I don't have the equipment to do this. Yeah, to really have something like this, and then give it a torque. So what I do is I just do it hand tight. Yeah, not a lot of force, just enough. You can feel it. It's sitting. That's it. Do not over tight this, because you need a new engine block. Tight is tight. Here we go. Has a lot of compression still. I like it. You can't really turn it without removing the spark plugs, which is a good sign. Eh? All right, so now next step is to reapply the head, and yeah, we're good. So what I do, this is some engine oil. I'm just gonna try and clean it up. And try and reuse it. After cleaning, you can see it really isn't too bad. It's worth a try to reuse it. So I'm gonna do that. So the biggest challenge is to get it really in there, to get the seal in its place, especially when it's a new one. Now it will be way more easy, otherwise it's just really struggling. All right. Here we go. If you follow the guidelines, you have to use the silicone. On designated places. So we're gonna do that. So when these places are in here in the corner, over here to here, here as well. What I'm also gonna do is on every other important intersection, because it is a recycled one. Most important is you try and take, if you have, you know, your surface, you try and stay on the outside to get the sealant on there, so it doesn't go in there. Huh? As you can see, the tubes are not really good. It's already start leaking. I'll show you. You can see I don't take the whole surface, only in the corners, and not here. You can see it very clearly, it's on the outside. It will spread, but yeah, you just have to be careful. So I'm gonna reuse those. We need 3 of these for the cam ladder. Just have to keep on trying. Okay, seems all okay now. Alright, got a new bolt from the donor bike. Just gonna use it here. Go 2. And now this one should be ideally here. I can't really reach it. This is a real annoying one. So I'll see if it works with this. Voila, should work now. Here we go. So I use this one. You can see it's all been good, and you can verify on these holes that your seals here are okay. This one as well, you can really see it. They've been torqued to 14. So as you can see, I have some traces I need to clean off, but here it all seems fine. Yeah, I'm just hoping that it will not leak. All right, so the next step, I will install the throttle body, all the cabling and such, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.